10, Merck Pankow.
Welcome to the old cornfield. This is Jefferson Speedway. Rising from the surrounding land, this dynamic and challenging 1/3 mile never fails to put on a show.
Riley Stenjum, Casey John. Oh, we got him stacked up in turn 3. Hang on.
Along with the action from the stars and cars of the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour presented by 5-Star, we are also honoring those that have served to protect our freedoms of this great nation. Last year it was Jevin Goralski putting on a show for our servicemen and women. Goralski's win surprised many. It was an emotional victory for the youngster who took down the best that the ASA Midwest Tour could throw at him. Notable past winners at Wisconsin's Action Track and ever-present threats include Paulie Schaefer Jr., and the king of the old cornfield, Casey Johnson. Former series champion Gabe Summers is looking to be victorious after a gut-wrenching exit earlier this month in the Joe Shear Classic. Others looking to shake things up and climb to the top of the hill include Gleason, Wisconsin's Justin Mondyke and Lake Geneva's Jordan DeVoy. It's to honor those who have served this great nation. Buckle in for 100 laps at the old cornfield. This is the Salute the Troops 100 from Jefferson Speedway.
Oh, the old cornfield. Jefferson Speedway. Salute the Troops 100 for the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour presented by 5-Star Race Bodies. Glad to have you with us here on Track TV. We're getting ready to go qualifying. My name is Dean Strom, alongside Matt Vadi. We said it before, Matt. I think you and I are in agreement. I love this racetrack. I love this event.
Yeah, this is just it's a unique event. It pays homage to the gentlemen and ladies that gave the ultimate sacrifice. That's one of the unique and cool parts of this race. But this track is so different from all the other tracks that we go to on tour because of the two different ends. It's flat on 1 and 2. It's a banked in 3 and 4. You're going to see guys try to stick it 3 wide, down on the flat. You're going to see somebody try to be brave and go up by the wall. We'll see how well that works out later. But it gets tight down into 1. If you don't have it sorted out by the time you get back to the other end, that's where things get really crazy at this place.
We get ready to go qualifying here for the ASA Midwest Tour, and last year, in fact, the last 2 years, Levon Vandergeest has been your fast qualifier, and last year set a new track record here in the ASA Midwest Tour, went a 13-1-1-6, and Levon, for fans of the 23, he was near the top of the board again this afternoon.
Yeah, he was second quick in that last session. Track record would be tough to get tonight, and everybody that stickered up went about a 3 or a 4 was the fastest lap I saw this afternoon. Most everybody kind of hovering around that mid-13 range, so if we get down there with it, you never know, because they do qualify on stickers, and pretty much a lot of the guys in the pit area today said that they were not going to put stickers on until we got to qualifying. So there may be some speed still out there, but just how hot it got this afternoon. It'd be pretty impressive if they did get to the ones.
It got hot this afternoon, but you and I were both commenting, and you can see it there on screen. It has clouded up a little bit. The sun has ducked behind the clouds. We have a little bit of cloud coverage, so it has cooled off a little bit, and you hear the rumble there. The first driver out to qualify in the number 8 machine, ready to make his first career ASA Midwest Tour starts. This is 17-year-old Jason Johnson. Jason Johnson, McDonia.
Jaden.
Oh, Jaden. What did
you got to get the glasses on, D.
Yeah.
All right, Jaden
Johnson. The Johnson & Sons Paving Zignego Ready Mix, number 8. Yep, his first ASA Midwest Tour, PMF Landscape Supply, going to go along for the ride, too. This is his pro late model.
Well, he's here, obviously, under the tutelage of the king of the cornfield, if you will, Casey Johnson. Jaden did a lot of racing this offseason down south. They really exposed him to competition and high level down there at New Smyrna, the World Series racing, and he did a really good job coming off that pro late model championship at Slinger last year. I'm kind of intrigued to see how he will do tonight here in his first go in a super late model.
Yeah, he's got Jeremy Miller watching over him. The
Driver X in the pit area, too.
Driver X, John Reynolds Jr. is keeping an eye on him, while Casey Johnson has his own battles in the 5. The 44 is up next. This is Justin Mondyke. Justin Mondyke from Gleason, the Wagner Oil Company, Team CJ Realty, EAU, Teddy G Auto Body, Ford, 44, Mondyke.
Hard to imagine that. Mondyke is looking for that first win of the season, and he's just been...
there we go.
There he is, 13.756. They're just off the mark just a little bit. Talked to Justin about that. They said, we've just been trying some different things. We've been close. We've been really close with the way that the car feels, and think that a place that he likes here, Jefferson, maybe tonight they could put him back on the map here.
Penn Sauter, number 5 machine, the T-Sport entry, Oak Creek Automotive sponsored. Number 5, son of Johnny and Courtney. Penn struggled in practice. Talked to him for just a moment. Just couldn't get the car to turn. Just could not get it down on the bottom to turn.
Yeah, you can see it right there even during qualifying how much he had that left front just cranked.
But he went to the top of the board.
He did for now. Things are going to get a little quicker here. This is our defending race winner, newly high school graduate as of yesterday, Jevin Goralski, and right away to the top of the board, 13.660. They just finished this car yesterday. Had some struggles in the first session. Jevin said, we're just trying to knock the bugs out of it. Hopefully we find some speed. And he went a little bit quicker on lap number 2.
Hornung Well Drilling, Acoustech Supply, and a Lock 20 machine for the 18-year-old. And as Maddie said, recent high school graduate from D.C. Everest. Here is Riley Stenjum. He made the 10-minute trip from Utica over to the old cornfield.
We joked about him being so close to Madison, but just literally a stone's throw away from this racetrack just up the road, and a lot of local sponsors here supporting the 77. Hogan Farms, Screaming Norwegian, House Contractors, all on the board of the 77.
Riley's got some laps here. He goes second quick. He's got some laps here in a limited late model. Ran, of course, Legends cars here. Ran limited late models here. Hasn't been here much. Of course, there's only a handful of super late model events at the contest here at Jefferson. So he hasn't been here much. In fact, I don't think he's been here since last year when the ASA Midwest Tour was here. It was what would be his old stomping grounds, and he's second quick. 38 machine, Jordan Devoy. Jordan Devoy, the Brain Health Awareness Metastasis Breast Cancer Foundation, ALS Awareness 38. If you're a fan of the ASA Midwest Tour, you may be saying, Dean, what's up with this number order? I thought we went in order in qualifying. I thought we drew a number and then went in car order. That's the old way of doing things. We have a new way of doing things now. Each driver pulled a chip, 22 cars on the grounds. They pulled the chips 1 through 20T, and went out in that, go out, I should say, in that order.
Progress Manufacturing, number 7, of West Bend, Wisconsin's Mitch Haver on the speedway. Down in the left-hand corner, you see your quick qualifier getting some words with Penn Sauter. Probably joking about what their next iRace is going to be.
Mitch Haver, West Bend, Wisconsin driver. Hey, let's do a quick follow-up. We're going to get the cars out of the infield. Mitch Haver, we talked about it at Madison the last time we were on Track TV for the ASA Midwest Tour. Mitch's sister, Natalie, was due to have a baby. It was her due date.
She was in the spotter stand.
She was in the spotter stand. Give you a little follow-up. Mitch is an uncle now.
Ah, congratulations.
Yes, they had a little boy.
Awesome.
Yep, and Grandma and Grandpa, they're happy. They're proud as peacocks. Andy's even got his screensaver. Has got the little guy on his screensaver. I said, it's not a race car on your screensaver. He said, no, it's my grandbaby.
That's so
Yeah,
great.
it's pretty cool.
So that first group will go about 6-7 cars each time we work their way through. They'll park on the infield there and then cycle them back across. Right now, it is Jevin Goralski with a 13.575. This guy was near the top of the board, too, and he's a previous winner of this race.
He once won this race in 2018. Also set fast time that year.
He tends to do that quite a bit.
This is Paulie Schaefer, the Dynamic Metal Recycling Track TV, sponsored number 7.
He says this is one of his favorite racetracks. It reminds him a lot of home, Grundy, and the Indiana Speedways, where it's a kind of a flat bull ring type. Come up here and run a truck a couple times for Chris Purdy.
Yeah, Portage, Indiana is the hometown for Paulie, but Chris Purdy, his crew chief. These are Chris's stomping grounds.
Right down the road in Milton, Wisconsin.
Paulie Schaefer, 5th quick on lap number 1. He'll go to the top of the board. A 13.547, a 5.47. So Paulie Schaefer, the new man to beat. In the number 8, one of 3 number 8s that we have here tonight. This one's from Lakeville, Minnesota, the LG Trucking North Star Excavating Lake State Builders entry of Billy Moan.
And they're all black, too. But they have a little bit of variance. We'll be able to tell them apart.
Billy Moan, the driver he's been doing some racing. He was at the opener at La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway. He's already got a victory to his credit at Elko Speedway this year in 2026. And first time he's been in the super late here in 2026. Billy Moan, he'll be 3rd quick. And this is our rookie competitor, different car, though. This is Nick Egan. Nick Egan in the Ewald Automotive Group. Bonafide Security Solutions, Zeller Transportation entry. This is Dad's car.
I was going to say, you used to ask Dad for the keys to the car on Saturday night, right? This is a little different dynamic, but Mike normally behind the wheel of this one at the Singer Super Speedway.
Yeah, Nick at Madison for the Joe Shear Classic had an engine expire, and they got it fixed. It's set to be dynoed next week. It's just not ready to get in the car, so he had to make that ask of shame. Dad, can I borrow your car?
When I got on the grounds this afternoon, I went over to this guy and I was checking his driver's suit to see if he had any chips on his shoulder, and he said, nah, that was okay. But that was Gabe Summers, and your 2-time series champion. He had what looked like the car to beat at Joe Shear Classic, and a part failure put him out of it. And he was ready to go here this afternoon. He went to the top of the board in the surf session, and he goes right to the top of the board here in his qualifying session with a 13.440.
So Gabe Summers, who led all of those laps at the Joe Shear Classic and was just cruising to the win, puts it back up on top of the board here as we are 12 cars into our session. Good to see Cody King back on the ASA Midwest Tour. Cody King goes 2nd quick. The youngster, the 19-year-old from Clear Lake, Iowa, the Emerson Crane Rental, Cornelia Fireworks, Rack Shack Barbecue entry, and Cody King will go
2nd by just 5/1000ths of a second.
Wow, a 13.445
for a guy that wasn't on tour so far this year. That's a really impressive effort.
Last year's Rookie of the Year on the ASA Midwest Tour was Cody King. He got to run laps at Daytona as by being a Rookie of the Year for the ASA Midwest Tour. So I asked him about that today. The smile that came on his face was just something else. Hey, here's another 14, the Car Corner entry. This is Austin Nason. Austin Nason, 3rd quick, make it first, a 13.408 for Nason, the winner of the Joe Shear Classic just a couple of weeks ago. Came out here today because his son is running Bandoleros. They thought, well, if we're both going to be at the track, we both might as well bring our race cars, right?
Yep. And thanks to Levi for keeping Austin behind the wheel, because he kind of poked him in the side last year and said, Dad, I want to race with you. Bring that car to Madison. So kudos to Levi for keeping Austin a little hungry and stay behind the wheel.
Joe Scholze from Holman, Wisconsin, in the Chosen Valley Farm 58 machine. 14:0:11, the quickest of the 2 laps for Joe Schulze at 14:0:11. Let's go back to Austin Nason. He had the win at the Joe Shear Classic, and momentum. He wasn't going to run. He was going to run 10 races. First of all, he was going to retire.
Yeah, he wasn't even going to race this year.
Yeah. Then the cars didn't sell, put some sponsorship together, and said, well, let's run 10 races. Okay, goes out and wins the Joe Shear Classic. I asked him today, I said, hypothetically, let's just say you have a good run tonight and you leave here with the championship point lead. He said, I don't want to talk about it. You're about the 5th one to ask me that. I don't want to talk about it.
He did mention that there's some adjustments to the schedule in the next couple weeks that could happen to make his way to Norway.
Well, we saw it last year. Casey Johnson wasn't going to run for a championship.
And fell into this.
Wins the Joe Shear Classic, wins 3 of the first 5 races. Next thing you know, Casey's chasing a championship, and he goes and wins it. He got sucked in by early season success.
Absolutely.
Could we see the same thing with Austin Nason?
He's off to a good start.
He was off to a good start. Here's a guy who had fast time the last 2 years that we were here on the ASA Midwest Tour. From Merrill, Wisconsin, this is Levon Vandergeest. Vandergeest in the 23, the Zillich Asphalt, Central Sawdust of Wisconsin, custom meets entry, and Levon goes 4th quick on lap number 1.
And Levon, one of the guys in the field that has experience in a couple of different divisions. He was here in a Bandolero. He's here in a truck. He's been here in the Super League model. He knows his way around this place. And he'll go 2nd quick.
13:4:25. 4:25 for Levon, 2nd quick behind Austin Nason. The 36 machine comes to us from Webster, Minnesota. It's the Herman's Landscape Supply MFR Toyota Racing, entry of Ty Fredrickson.
They were looking for some forward bite after practice. Ty said, just don't have the drive off we're looking for just yet. We're working on it. He'll go 7th quick on lap number 1 with 13:5:99. And he'll bump it up. He's going to end up 3rd here with a 13:4:25. So Ty goes to Vandergeest being the first one to run that lap.
Casey Johnson on track right now. Hogan Farms, Marcus McGuire Homes, Valley Gasket, number 5, the king of the cornfield, Casey Johnson.
Yeah, he's a multi-time track champion. He's won the Wisconsin State Championship
6 times.
6 times. I mean, it's he's done it all from a very early start here at Jefferson. Ran the Bandits up into the late models right away with his dad. And Casey Johnson put the crown on top. Says, we're at my home turf, boys. 13:3:34, the only one down there so far. It's a pretty good lap for Johnson.
11 career wins on the ASA Midwest Tour, a 4-time series champion, and 3-time late model championship here at Jefferson Speedway. He's another one. He had a 10-minute commute.
Yeah, his shop literally right up the road. Most of his sponsors here tonight as well. Kind of a home race for him.
Yeah, I was talking about that with Riley Stengham, who lives just around the corner from Casey, and they're located in just a great spot. They can make it to a lot of the different tour races within 3 hours. So, in case you're not familiar, Utica is a little bit east of Madison. Hey, if you're watching with us on social media, remember, I should tell you, we're on a live look-in. We're on a live look-in here. We are almost done with ASA Midwest Tour qualifying. But let us know where you're watching from. We'd like to hear where you're watching from. If you're watching...
maybe at Utica.
And maybe they're watching at the Utica Bar.
You bet.
Yeah.
That's the 51st state in the Union, Dean. So if you don't know where Utica is, just look it up. Great home talent baseball program there. So just a little delay. A couple more cars yet to qualify here.
Let us know on this live look-in. So how this live look-in works, we'll get you a taste of what's to come. And when we're done with our live look-in, we will ask you to switch on over to tracktv.com. Tracktv.com.
Here's Drew Krybeck.
Hi, Drew.
Series director for the Midwest Truck Series, helping out with the Appalachian Sucker Punch Midwest Tour this weekend.
Oh, we have...
I like to give stuff away, Dean. So let's make a little deal. Let's try to give away...
You want to give stuff away?
Yeah, I do. I like to give stuff. I'm a very generous person.
Okay.
Let's give away the qualifiers. Now this is if. This is a caveat for you folks at home. You gotta pump this up. You gotta share this, build it up. Let's get us an arbitrary number. What kind of number are we looking for here? 500 shares? How about, okay, that's a little much. Let's make it realistic. Let's go 100 shares.
No, we're going to make it easier.
Okay, Dean, you set the number.
30.
30.
Let's
that
do
was the
30.
qualifying number tonight.
33.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Let's go with
We'll go
that.
30.
We'll do it.
30.
So
we have
that's up
30,
to you folks at home.
If we have 30 people on this live look-in, share this live look-in. Share it on your socials. Share it with your family and your friends and your followers. If we get the number up to 30 shares, we'll keep giving you stuff for free. We'll give you the qualifiers for the ASA Midwest Tour and the Last Chance race.
Why not catch a little bit of action here at the action track and see what it all entails for the 100-lap main event coming up later?
Our buddy Kurt and B. Ash, they're watching live at Troy's TikTok in Wausau.
Oh, they're going to be in action on Monday. They got a big Memorial Day special at Golden Sands on Monday.
Yeah.
Lots of racing action to take place here in the Midwest if you're around the state of Wisconsin.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. Super Late's tomorrow night at Slinger. Super Late's again on Monday at Golden Sands.
Jeremy Bentz was out briefly in his A&B Roofing 27. Not quite sure what the story was there, but we continue rolling on. And the aforementioned Appalachian Sucker Punch, number 11. Also sponsorship from Smoky Hollow Campground and Club Lamarck. This is Bryce Miller. Bryce Miller from Columbus, Wisconsin.
New look here for Bryce, as we talked about this week, this deal coming together. He's got a Midwest Truck Series win here and the Midwest Truck Series track record. And Bryce was very excited to get to this race last year. Unfortunately, they had some issues. And that's kind of where their summer started derailing.
So their 2026 season derailed at the opener at Slinger Super Speedway.
Yeah.
In the Last Chance
That's
qualifier.
why he's in a new car here tonight.
He's in a new car. Yep, they went down to Virginia and picked up this car the last 2 weeks. And he was quick in towards the top of the chart in our practice sessions. And he goes 7th quick, does Bryce Miller here in qualifying. So nice job there, young man. They were at the Slinger Super Speedway yesterday, not even testing it. They just wanted to make some laps and make sure nothing fell off the car.
Yeah.
Turns out they had master cylinder problems. Had to go down to Baleen Racing Equipment, get some master cylinders, come back to Slinger, put them in, put the master cylinders in, fix things. All they were trying to do was just shake it down. Literally, earlier today was the first at-speed laps that they've ever had on this car. So it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, Bryce goes 7th quick. That's going to work out pretty good with the invert that comes up a little later on. You're going to kind of want to be in this 8th through 11th range, I think, to have a good starting position here. As we saw last year, that worked out in favor for Jevin Goralski. He started up front, jumped to the lead, and then kind of held everybody at bay. And we've seen that over the years. We saw Jacob Nottestead do the exact same thing when he scored his ASA Midwest Tour win.
So we've got Elva Pearson watching from Winter. Hello, Elva. From Cable, Wisconsin, Ron Millard is checking in. Alex Hugden's watching. Alex Lopazinski is watching. Hello, Gizmo. Watching from the 18th Avenue Speed Shop. Watching from the parking lot, ready to walk in, TJ Dowling. Well, TJ, get your keister in here. Thanks for watching, but
get in here.
Get in here. Ryan Farrell, the Adams Towing entry, on track right now. Jim Burke Excavating, Terry Race Engines. Ryan Farrell, one of the last cars to check in on property. He will go 10th quick on lap number 1.
He, too, said that he really likes racing here.
Fourth in this event last year.
Yeah. Feels like it's somewhat of an equalizer for equipment, he said.
And he will stay 10th on the grid here in qualifying. Again, if you're watching on this live look-in, let us know on our social channels where you're watching from. Be sure to share it. Share this live look-in. Share our link. If we get up to 30 shares, we will give you some more racing for free. Otherwise, when we turn off the live look-in, we're going to ask you to go over to tracktv.com, and get yourself signed in, logged in, situated. It's, as Matt said, just a great weekend for racing. And we are happy to have you with us here on Track TV. Our Appalachian Sucker Punch coverage of the Salute the Troops 100 from Jefferson Speedway. Unofficially, I have a couple more cars yet to qualify.
Yeah, we're waiting on three-time track champion Sean Shield to make his debut up on the Speedway. And then we'll see if Jeremy Bentz is able to get his 27 backtrack side. He was unable to make a lap.
Also watching at Lakewood, Colorado. Lakewood, Colorado, hello. Todd Polstowait. Thank you, Todd, for watching. Kenny Storkson, rock on, bud.
Storkson's had a big May. Got his first feature win at Madison 2 weeks ago, or last week.
We have some Penn Sauter fans in Union, Ohio. Roxanne, hello, and thank you for watching. Jesse Marlin Bjorkman in West Salem. Thank you, Jesse, for checking in.
Got the weekend off. He's not here wrenching on a car.
And remember, if you share on your social channels, we get up to 30 shares, we will give you some more racing action on a live look. And here is Sean Shield, one of the 3 number 8s that we spoke of earlier. The weekly competitor here, former, 3-time, I should say, track champion at Jefferson Speedway from Lake Mills.
Griffin Ford, Ryan's Auto Care, Doyle's Dogs, Thierry's Race Engines number 8 machine.
Yeah, 3 championships here at Jefferson, championship at Slinger, championship at Madison.
What will be the next track that Shield will try to conquer?
14th quick on lap number 1, Sean Shield. His second and final qualifying lap. Oh, 7th.
He'll be up
quick.
in that invert range.
Hey, we have some shares. We got 11. We need some more.
Pump them up there a little bit.
Bump them up. We get some more shares. We'll give you some more racing for free. Here is Jeremy Bentz. Saw him back on track very briefly, a little bit earlier on, the 27 machine from Fox Lake, Illinois, AMB Roofing, Thierry Race Engines, CNS Fabrications, looking to make his second career Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour start.
He's done some weekly racing here on Saturday nights.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, waiting on one final car.
The hill was filling in nicely. Did you see that over there?
It is.
Turns 1 and 2.
They realized they didn't get here early enough. So they can't be down by the fence. That premium seating already snagged.
Well, you shouldn't been sitting out watching from the parking lot.
Well, that could be it. That could be it.
Again, if you're watching on Track TV, we welcome you to Jefferson Speedway, the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour presented by 5-Star Race Bodies. Just wrapping up our qualifying session. Casey Johnson right now sits atop the board at a 13.334 as we look on the left side of our screen, the Track TV scoring ticker. If this holds, we would have 3 different fast qualifiers in 3 events here, 2026. It's just crazy, the parity that this series puts out. You're in and you're out.
Yeah, every time I walk through the pit area, it's hard to identify the car that's going to win the race because there's so many good cars in this field every time we go anywhere. And you come to here and you automatically think of Casey Johnson. He goes right to the top of your list of names that you think could win the race. But Austin Nason, he's a winner at Rockford Speedway, a national short track champion, a little bull ring just like this one. Mm-hmm. Levon Vandergeest cut his teeth at Wausau, another little bull ring just like this. Levon and Austin, the 44 machine of Justin Mondyke. They're used to this kind of racetrack where there's not a lot of grip. It's physical. You're going to have to save the front tires and not torch the rear tires.
But it's a 100-lapper. You got to go.
Lap. You got to be aggressive. There is no time to sit and wait for things to happen. And we saw that a couple years ago. 5 laps. We had a huge pileup over in 3.
We had the big one
because everybody's just fighting for position before you get single file. Because once you get single file here, it starts to really get hard to make progress.
We want to say thank you. We've got some more Penn Sauter fans. Robert from Cudahy checking in, cheering for Penn Sauter. Thank you, Robert, for watching. Mark Johnson, he's also cheering for Penn Sauter. Let's see, Vincent Villarreal, watching from the VIP suite.
Oh, he's got our steak sandwich. That's Vinny.
Vinny. Our Vinny, he's our roaming photographer. He does all of our social media, does a lot of great pictures, little short videos.
You might have
snippets.
seen, he had a little cool video today of a ride-along with Jordan DeVoy.
He had the camera mounted on the left rear quarter panel.
Unique. That was
That's
great.
really cool. He was so excited about that, too. You can tell he's like an artsy guy, and when that got him excited.
Just let's not do that in the
that
race.
It's wrong.
He might lose a camera if we keep it there for the race. So that was a great shot.
All right, here we go. Our final qualifier on track right now. The 87 from Broadhead, Wisconsin, the Schultz's Interstate Ag, Precision Drive and Control, Regez Supply, entry of Brent Edmonds.
Now, we talked a few minutes ago about the struggles that Bryce Miller had a season ago. The bad luck bug has been transferred to the 87 machine of Brent Edmonds.
Yeah, they were supposed to run the Joe Scheer Classic.
Yeah, both his super late and his limited late model have been just an absolute headache for him so far this year.
They had mechanical issues on practice day for the Joe Scheer Classic. That was a Saturday. weren't able to come back for Sunday, and they've been on the struggle bus here so far this afternoon. Brent Edmonds, 15th quick at a 13.676. So that will put a wraps on qualifying, and go ahead and look at the surprise on my face.
Yeah,
Casey Johnson.
Who would have guessed?
Sits atop the board.
You know, that 87 just rolling off the speedway reminds me a lot of a Nate Hosley.
Yep.
Who is also a winner here.
And they have, does Brent Edmonds, has the old War Wagon or toolbox from Nathan Hosley.
That was such a small world.
It is, isn't it, though? Isn't
it?
Yep. So they're carrying that 87 and putting it to good use and keeping the Nathan Hosley, the Hall of Famer, the Southeastern Wisconsin Short Track Hall of Famer, Nathan Hosley, in the front of our mind. Hey, our live look-in is going to continue. Qualifying's over with, but stick with us here just a moment. We'll be right back with you on Track TV.
This corner isn't just a car lot, it's where stories begin. First jobs, first road trips, creating memories and starting new chapters. For the dreamers, the doers, the ones building something of their own, we've got you too. Because at Car Corner, it's not just about getting a car, it's about where that car will take you.
On race day, performance matters, and off the track, it matters even more. Jim Burke Excavating delivers power, precision, and reliability when it counts. Proud sponsor of number 80, Ryan Farrell Racing.
Nortec Equipment are committed to helping you empower your landscape projects with our line of soil processors for tractors, skid steers, and mini skids. Based out of Wausau, Wisconsin, Nortec Equipment products are proudly made in the USA. Our products deliver expertly engineered equipment at competitive prices that are tailored to meet the diverse needs of the turf, landscape, construction, and agricultural industry. Give us a call today at 715-393-4458. Nortec Equipment are proud sponsors of Frederickson Racing.
Why not give your grill the deep clean it deserves? The CitraSafe Grill Cleaner Complete Bucket Kit has everything you need to get your grill spotless, inside and out. Powered by natural citrus, CitraSafe cuts through the toughest grease and grime safely and easily. No harsh chemicals, no hassle. Recipes taste better on a clean grill.
I've been told my whole life that I'm pretty fast. For a girl. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's not true. Because with the right team, you write your own story. So no, I'm not fast for a girl. I'm fast, period.
They are leaning on one another. Majeski goes up the track, contact. Sutton one on the outside lane. Now Cross once more. Real straight down low. They go. They bang.
The 16-year-old in front of the hometown crowd. Tom Frederickson wins it at Elko.
Welcome to the old cornfield. This is Jefferson Speedway. Rising from the surrounding land, this dynamic and challenging 1/3 mile never fails to put on a show.
Riley Stengham, Casey John. Oh, we got him stacked up in turn 3. Hang on.
Along with the action from the stars and cars of the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour presented by 5-Star, we are also honoring those that have served to protect our freedoms of this great nation. Last year it was Jevin Goralski putting on a show for our servicemen and women. Goralski's win surprised many. It was an emotional victory for the youngster who took down the best that the ASA Midwest Tour could throw at him. Notable past winners at Wisconsin's Action Track and ever-present threats include Paulie Schaefer Jr. and the king of the old cornfield, Casey Johnson. Former series champion Gabe Summers is looking to be victorious after a gut-wrenching exit earlier this month in the Joe Shear Classic. Others looking to shake things up and climb to the top of the hill include Gleason, Wisconsin's Justin Mondyke and Lake Geneva's Jordan DeVoy. It's to honor those who have served this great nation. Buckle in for 100 laps at the old cornfield. This is the Salute the Troops 100 from Jefferson Speedway.
Hey, I'm Paul Schaefer. If you can't make it out to the racetrack, check it out all online at Track TV.
Thank you, Paulie. I will check it out on Track TV when I can't make it to the racetrack. But tonight I've made it to the racetrack. Here at Jefferson Speedway, qualifying is in the books for the ASA Midwest Tour. We mentioned we've got some people chiming in on our live look-in. Zach Braun, watching from Oakley, California. Hello, Zach. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. Palmyra, Wisconsin, checking in with Mike Meintz. And Kenny Storkson checking in again, watching from the land of flat. I'm sorry, but welcome to Track TV, the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour, presented by 5-Star Bodies. Hey, check in with us on our social channels. Let us know who you think is going to win tonight. And you know what? Actually, let us know who we should talk to. Because my partner, Matt Vadi, is making his way over to the autograph session. So let us know who you think Matt should talk to. We'll let you kind of call the shots. Normally that's his job. He gets to call the shots on who he wants to talk to. But why don't we take requests? Who would you like in the top 16 qualifying? Would you like Matt Vadi to talk to? And we'll send them over there. We have a few minutes here. It's the autograph session. If you're at track, they have the top 16 qualifiers. Head on over and do a quick meet and greet with fans, sign some autographs. As we get ready for the last chance qualifier, we get ready for the odd and even heats, and we get ready for the rest of the racing action here at Jefferson Speedway. The action track, just about 25 minutes to the east of Madison International Speedway, which was our last stop on the ASA Midwest Tour. Stop number 3 here at Jefferson. Traditionally, the Saturday night of Memorial Day weekend. Salute the Troops 100. Glad to have you watching and glad to have you tuning in. That's a view from Speedy, our stationary speed shot just past the start-finish line. 100 circuits. Speedy's going to get a workout here in just a little bit. 100 green flag laps around the old cornfield. Jefferson Speedway racetrack here coming up in just a little bit. Our opening ceremonies are scheduled for 15 minutes from now. Don't forget to share this live look-in. Share it. If we get up to 30 shares, we'll give you some more racing action on our live look-in. We'll keep the live look-in rolling right along. How's that sound? And also, let us know who you would like our Matt Votty to go talk to, and we'll interview that person for you, that driver for you, when we get over to the fan autograph session. So hopefully we get some good suggestions there. But again, a lot of great stuff on tap for you on Track TV. Of course, Track TV is the online home for the ASA Midwest Tour, as well as the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Stars National Tour. You can catch all of the action of those great shows, or those great series, I should say, right here on Track TV. Again, opening ceremonies are coming your way next. Be sure to stick around. We will hear from our fast qualifier, Casey Johnson. He will roll the die to help determine the invert and see where he will start the 100-lapper coming up later on tonight. We talked that this is stop number 3 on the ASA Midwest Tours 2026 calendar. We were at Slinger. Ty Majeski won that. We were at Madison Joe Shear Classic. That's a crown jewel. Austin Nason won that. Tonight here at Jefferson. 2 weeks, we'll be back up into the UP. Upper Peninsula of Michigan, Norway Speedway, Saturday, June 6th. Then we'll go to take a couple weeks off and go head west to Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Hawkeye Downs. The only track for the, I should say the only stop for the ASA Midwest Tour in the state of Iowa. We'll come back to Madison International Speedway on Friday, July 24th for the Howie Leto Classic. Then go up to Kaukauna, Wisconsin International Raceway, the Dixieland 250, another one of the crown jewels on the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour presented by 5-Star. Elko, same track, same Thunderstruck 93, just a different date on the calendar. Elko, Minnesota, Saturday, August 15th. Dells Raceway Park, another crown jewel, the Jim Sauter Classic on Saturday, September 5th. That's the Saturday of Labor Day weekend. Then we go back to Grundy County Speedway. Grundy County Speedway gets a new date as well. It'll be Saturday, September 19th. It'll be the Bettenhausen race. That's a big one in Chicagoland. And then, of course, La Crosse Fairgrounds Speedway brings down the curtain on the 2026 season for the ASA Midwest Tour. Oktoberfest race weekend, 4 days, all covered right here on Track TV. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The culmination is Sunday, October the 11th for the Oktoberfest 200 for the ASA Midwest Tour. So a lot of great racing coming up on the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour presented by 5-Star Race Bodies, and you can catch every lap here on Track TV. We love having you at the racetrack, but if you can't make it to the racetrack, I mean, we've had some people checking in from Colorado and California. We understand if you can't make it to the racetrack, but if you can't, you can catch every lap here on Track TV. Matt Votty is with a guy who is very well known here in these parts. He's a 3-time champion here at Jefferson. Matt Votty is with Sean Scheel.
Yeah, one of the fun things of the Midwest Tour is we get to travel to different tracks and take on the local talent. 3-time track champion Sean Scheel in the Midwest Tour again with us today. What kind of race are we expecting at the action?
I mean, it's always tight here. I mean, it's 21, 22 cars we got, and they're one of the best in the Midwest. I mean, anytime we come here, we always have a good race. We're hoping we can actually be up towards the front this year, finally putting on a battle with some of them. And we've had some, we've always got speed here, but with our luck here has not been the greatest, even though we are one of the regulars. So hoping to put a good 100 laps together and be there at the end for it.
Well, what does it mean for your sponsors and your friends and family that get to come here locally and see you on a Saturday night compete against these guys when the travelers come in?
Yeah, I mean, it's big. I mean, anytime you get to run against bigger name drivers and show off your talents, get good publicity for your sponsors and stuff like that, it always helps. Without the guys helping us and the businesses that put their name on the car, none of this is possible. I mean, we're a very, very small team, and we race as much as we can. We're racing Friday nights in Madison, here at Jefferson, and then some touring races like that. So it's a big deal for us.
All right, that's thoughts of three-time track champion here, Sean Shield, taking on the Midwest Tour regulars tonight in the Appalachian Sucker Punch Midwest Tour. Thank you. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Maddie. Hey, we also want to thank Daniel Putzer from Oshkosh checking in, Kurt Clevin watching from the couch at home, Zach Baldwin watching from Broadhead, Wisconsin. Let's see, Norway, Michigan is checking in, rooting for Sean Shield and Penn Sauter. We have some Casey Johnson fans checking in. Also, some fans would like to see Bryce Miller have a good run here today. He is due, they're saying, and I agree 100%. Bryce Miller is due. Mike Eaton cheering on Ty Fredrickson. Zach Baldwin from Broadhead, Wisconsin, cheering on Casey Johnson. Casey is your fast qualifier. If you missed that earlier on this live look-in, Casey did set fast time. We will hear from Casey as part of our opening ceremonies, which are slated to come up in just about 8 minutes. So stick with us here on the live look-in. Again, be sure to share this live look-in with your friends, your family, your followers. And if we get up to some more shares, if we get up to 30 shares, we will continue to give you racing action on our live look-in. Again, we are at Wisconsin's Action Track, Jefferson Speedway. A beautiful little third-mile track. A guy who has been victorious here in the past. He's got a lot of fans wherever we go, but especially right here at the old cornfield. Paulie Schaefer Jr. is with our Matt Votty.
Yeah, Paulie Schaefer, a fan favorite in this region, and you're not even a local here. You just come up here to play. But you've said in the past that you really like this place. It's one of your favorite tracks. Why is it?
So he actually grew up right around here. So he grew up probably 10 miles from here. So it's kind of means a lot to him to race here. But showing up here, I won my first Midwest Tour race here. We were fast here. And I got the chance to watch the hobby stocks, the local guys, the limiteds here. And they run 2 wide, 3 wide. They're up top, down low, and they never touch. They don't scratch doors. They don't scratch paint. There ain't even a rubber mark on the car after the race. So it is just super cool because you run the top and the bottom, move up and down across the racetrack, and that makes it awesome. It makes it fun for a driver to be able to go out and do it.
And Paulie Schaefer, previous winner of this race, you come up recently. You ran a truck here just a few weeks ago, right?
Last year at some point. I've ran a truck here a couple times. Last year I had fast time in the truck race, and we actually got DQ'd. It was, but we had fast time.
Paulie Schaefer definitely going to be a threat
tonight. You've got Track TV on the side. We'll be watching you close, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a big Track TV on the side gets you a little more TV time, right? I know it helps, so.
That's Paulie Schaefer. Look for him to be a contender tonight in his number 7. He's always a threat on tour.
Well, Paulie said it. He scored his first ASA Midwest Tour victory right here at Jefferson Speedway. Did so in 2018. He set fast time that night. Came back and won the feature event, was victorious. So Paulie always one to keep an eye on here. He mentioned it, his crew chief, Chris Purdy, grew up about 10 miles from here. So this was Chris Purdy's stomping grounds. So it's always special for that 7 team to come back to Jefferson Speedway. Again, our opening ceremonies will come your way in about 5 or 6 minutes, so be sure to check with us. Keep with us, I should say. So Salute the Troops 100. Our Appalachian Sucker Punch coverage here on Track TV. Well, that will do it for our live look-in. We want to thank you for sharing. We came up a little bit short. 28 shares. I needed 30. I asked you for 30. Was going to give you some more racing if we got to 30. Now I will ask you to go over to tracktv.com. Tracktv.com. We will be on there. We will be with our opening ceremonies in just a few minutes. This is the Appalachian Sucker Punch ASA Midwest Tour presented by 5 Star Bodies. You're watching Track TV.